Right, hey, I'm going to work through a few stretches and exercises and techniques to loosen the feet. So I've just done sort of like a part one to this, so you can look at that. And I just thought I didn't want to do it too long, so these are just a few extra exercises that I had that I think are really beneficial for the feet and give you a really good stretch down in your feet. And my cat's decided to go out now, so I'm going to let her out. Right. I think she's fed up of me talking about yoga. Right, okay, so the first exercise is sort of like a downward dog exercise. I'm going to do the easier version first, and then yeah, I'll run through doing the full downward dog. So if you come onto your mat, we're going to come onto all fours. So basically make sure that you feel comfy on all fours. Some people it can, I mean, it's possibly not too bad if you've got a mat and you're on carpet, but if it does feel a little bit hard underneath your knees, some people like to put like a blanket. Sometimes it's like one knee that plays up, or you could put it under both knees. You can buy, I've got one actually, supports as well that you can, proper sort of yoga things you can put under the knees if they do play up a bit. So make sure you feel okay and check your alignment. So we're going to have, for cat, we're going to have the hands in line with the shoulders, and we're going to have the middle fingers pointing straight forwards, and yeah, just sort of lengthen through your fingers. So yeah, check your knees. The knees want to be in line with the hips, so make sure they're not really wide, or make sure they're not too close together. So directly in line with the hips. And then because we're working on the feet, you're going to definitely bring your awareness to your feet, which I always say anyway, but definitely. So the feet, we are going to start off with the feet pointing back. So we've got the tops of the feet down. So again, check that they're pointing straight back. So try and keep your feet in line with your knees and in line with your heels, so that your feet, like your toes, on like rolling in together like that. So they want to be pointing straight back. So then just bring some awareness to your spine. So just kind of lengthen through your spine and bring your spine into a neutral position, and have your neck sort of in line with your spine as well. So your gaze is down, and just take a few deep breaths. So just bringing your awareness to your body, and sort of like especially being aware of your feet, and that you're lengthening out along your feet and through your toes. So we're now going to curl the toes under, so we're getting a sort of different effect with the feet. So the toes are curling under, and then we're just going to like bring the body back. So we're bringing the sit bones back. If you want to have a bit of a stretch, you can stretch the hands forwards. So sit bones are coming back towards the heels. So feet are curled under. Hands stretch forward, so this is a really nice upper body stretch as well. Keep your hands in line with your shoulders, forehead comes down. So again, just listen to your body, go to where you feel comfy. So you might, going there might be enough of a stretch. It can be strong on the knees, it can be strong on the feet, it can be strong on the hips. So yeah, just kind of go to where you feel the stretch. Obviously coming all the way back if you can. And yeah, same with your head. You might not feel comfy bringing your head down. If you have a block or something, sometimes you can use the blocks and bring your head down onto a block if that feels better than bringing your head all the way down. So we're just going to do it a few times. So mindfully, you're going to Right, sort of walk the hands back. So we want the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to turn the toes to face, but to point backwards. And bring your spine back to neutral. We'll do it again. So we're going to curl the toes under, and then maybe on an out breath, quite nice, to sit the heels back, stretch the hands forwards, and just breathe into it. So the toes are curled under, hopefully getting a bit of a stretch through the feet. A nice opening for the toes and the ball of the foot. Also should be getting a good stretch through the back, the upper back, around the shoulder blades. And then just slowly walk the hands back, and then we're going to like bring the hips forwards and then point the toes back. We'll do one more of those, I think. So we're going to curl the toes back under, and then coming back on an out breath. Nice stretch, just breathe into it. And then start to coming back up, just bring the hands back slightly. So check your alignment, point through the toes, get your spine into neutral, check that your hands are below your shoulders, knees below hips, toes pointing back. So if you feel okay, you might want to just shake your hands out, because we're going to do a downward dog, so we're going to put a lot of weight through the wrists. So yeah, downward dog, if you've never done, or if you've not done much yoga, if you've never done downward dog before, it can be really strong to start off. So just need to be mindful and aware of making sure it feels okay. So yeah, wrists and hands very strong. It can be very strong for the shoulders. It can be very strong for the back. So if you have any back issues, just listen to your body. Generally, it's a massive stretch for the hamstrings. So if the hamstrings are really tight, we're gonna ease into it really slowly and just keep the knees bent. So yeah, make sure you feel okay whilst you're doing it. So we're gonna have we're in the cat position, so we're in like sort of neutral spine, curling my toes under. So I'm going to inhale, going to start to pick up my knees, and I'm starting to swing my hips up and back. So I'm keeping my knees quite bent. My heels are up off the ground. We're starting to get quite a big stretch through the back of the legs. And my aim is to keep my spine, hopefully I'm doing it, my spine sort of fairly straight. Obviously you have a natural curve in your spine, but keeping it fairly straight, and the knees are slightly bent, because if I straighten out my legs, I might compromise my back. So just breathe into that. If your knees are bent, you could maybe like lower your heels a bit more. Just listen to your body really, but you don't have to bring your heels down, because that is a really strong stretch. So we're going to come out of it, lower the knees down, so back into the cat position, and just like straighten your toes out, so your toes are pointing straight back. So this time we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to work with it and sort of getting more of a stretch down the backs of the legs and also through the feet. So from the cat position, we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to inhale, swing the hips up and back. And now this time, we're going to bend the right knee and push through the left heel. So the right leg's bending and the left heels, or the left leg's quite straight. Even though it's straight, again, in yoga, just making sure you don't lock your knee back. So you can hold it here for a bit if you want, and then do it on the other side. So you're getting a stretch. Or you can do it a bit more sort of mobile, so you're like walking the feet, so like one at a time. Walking, coming up onto the toes, and then dropping the heel as you bring the foot down. It's a really nice one because it stretches out the back of the leg as well as working the feet. Alright, and when you're ready, we're going to drop back down into the cat position and just point the toes back. So I think we'll leave it there for that one actually. If you just have a rest out pose after this one, so I just want us to rest our wrists. So you're going to come back, so you're sitting back on your heels. So this time, not like the feet on, the toes aren't under, the toes are flat. So we're coming back, sitting back on the heels. And you can either just like turn your palms up, or you can fold your arms, or you can bring your arms down by your sides, which is really nice. When you've had your hands stretched forward, it's quite nice just to bring them here. So again, this is called child's pose. This is a really great one. If you want to use a block, head onto the block, like forehead down onto the block. Or also if you have if it's a little bit tight around the knees or the hips or the lower back, you might want to put a cushion or a couple of cushions under your sit bones, onto your heels, and just sit down onto that. So whatever, the main thing is that you can just have a little rest, taking a few deep breaths, so that you're just counterposing the downward dog that we just did. So just rest out here. So it's nice to do really nice deep belly breathing, send the breath deep into the belly, also send it into the lower back, so it's really good for releasing the lower back. When you're ready to come up, just kind of like really slowly, just uncurling your spine, coming up. Right, so we're going to do some more exercises for the feet. I'm going to do it sat down, just straight onto my mat on the ground, but you can do it sat on a chair, which is quite good. Just sit comfy in a chair. We're going to do a bit of massaging with the feet for this one. So if you want to sit on the ground and you don't want to sit on a chair, you can sit on a block. You might, if you're sat on a block, you might want to also put something under your knees as well, just to support your legs. Or if you're sat on the ground, you might just want a bit of support behind you, just because we're just going to sit for a bit. So you might want to sit with your back up against a wall or something if you want to do it on the ground. So I'm going to do it just sat on the floor. So I'm going to just make sure that I'm sat on my sit bone. So finding my sit bone, just sort of like pull my bum back. So I'm trying not to round my back too much, just having my legs out straight. So I'm going to bring one leg across, we're bringing it over like this. So obviously this is why if you're doing it sat in a chair, it might feel a little bit easier, because it is quite a strong stretch for the hip and the knee and things. So yeah, we're going to grab the foot, and also you can grab the leg with this hand just to steady this leg. So you're like bringing it over this other leg, and we're going to do some circles. So circling the toes, we're getting a nice ankle sort of massage and ankle rotation. So just, yeah, bringing your awareness into it and just doing really nice big circles and just breathing into it. So also with this, it's quite nice because you can try and not use your foot, not move your foot So your foot wants to kind of relax and you want to do the work with your arm if possible. So we're going to go the other way. Whereas exercises when you're just literally moving your ankle yourself, then you obviously your ankle's doing all the work. This way the aim is to try and relax the ankle as much as possible, and you're doing the work with your hand or your arm. So we're going the other way with the circles. Really nice. And then just going to try something a little bit different. So we're going to do sort of like a similar thing, but we're going to look at opening out the toes. So I'm going to link my toes with my fingers, which isn't that easy because the toes like to really like stick together. So I'm just putting all of my fingers in between my toes. Make sure that you have nice clean feet for doing this. And so I'm linking my toes with my fingers, and I'm just going to do the same thing, but obviously, yeah, I'm getting like a bit of a toe opener here as well. So the same thing, just doing some nice ankle rotations, and we'll go the other way. Just do some nice deep breathing. So do about the same amount, go in both directions, and then you can like unlink your fingers. So now I'm just going to show you a couple of techniques for massaging the feet. So I'm do reflexology as well, so I'm quite used to like massaging the feet and kind of know what's what techniques work for relaxing the feet, and also what pressure points are really good as well. So this is just a really good easy one to do. So you can make a fist with your hand, and then holding your foot, you're going to literally just roll the fist into the foot. So you kind of just go with what feels right for you. So you're kind of giving yourself a good, in the arch of the foot, if you want to go up to the ball of the foot, or you want to do the heel, but just kind of like, give it a good massaging with the fist. Also, what you might have seen people doing, using golf balls or tennis balls. So that's another way. It's like a similar sort of thing. What will massage the bottom of the foot, where you'd roll your foot onto a golf ball or a tennis ball or even a snooker ball. So whatever's kind of good for you. But rolling the foot on there, that's kind of like a similar thing really. So just doing this. Also really good to go up the arch, kind of up the outside, and also go up the inside of the foot, and then also go up the outside of the foot. So so I do that just kind of like again with my knuckles. So I'll just like go up like that, up the inside of the foot, so sort of up the arch. So you might want to do that a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and you might feel a bit of tension up, especially do tend to get it quite a bit up in the archway. And then I'm going to go up the outside of my foot as well. So this is really good to do. You could put, if you really want us to go to town, you could like put a little bit of oil on your foot, or a little bit of like cream, just to like give you a bit more, just make it a bit easier maybe. So I've gone up the inside, I've gone up the outside, and now I'm just going to massage some pressure points. So for me, one of the really important, really powerful pressure points is called the bubbling spring point. So you want to go roughly in between the second toe along and the third toe, and then you're going to come down, and you're going to come down along the ball of the foot and to the base of the ball of the foot. So you need to kind of feel it and find where you think it might be, because it might be slightly different place to what it's not necessarily exactly where I've just said. So it could be under the second toe a bit more, it could be under the third toe a bit more. But if you just kind of work along in that area and find where you think it might be, you might find that it's a bit more sensitive, or you might find that the bubbling spring point is supposed to be really good for kind of relaxation. So you might find it just makes you feel kind of quite grounded and breathe a little bit deeper maybe. So this is actually an acupuncture point, and it's also a point in reflexology as well. So yeah, really good just to like push on that. So you can either massage, sort of like doing a circle on it, or you can just literally like push onto it and hold it, and then just breathe into that. So it's really good for doing the pressure points as well, really good for circulation in the feet. And in reflexology, there's basically the foot corresponds to the whole of the rest of the body. So by working on the feet, by massaging the feet, and by triggering certain reflex points, you're massaging in effect the entire body. And yeah, it is really good. When I first practiced, sort of like 2001, quite a long time ago, I was really into all the other therapies, aromatherapy and massage, cool. Reflexology, I was so really skeptical. Wasn't really into anything that was kind of really out there spiritual, and I was just like, I don't believe it. But literally straight away, I was just seeing results and what was happening. And then obviously over the years of me doing it, practicing, just seeing how it affects people, it is really amazing. It is really powerful. It's great. So that's bubbling spring point. We're also going to just work another one which is right in the middle of the foot. So it's sort of in the arch, and it's right in the middle, and this is the kidney point. So if you can just find that, it might feel a little bit tender as well. You kind of, by feeling your feet, you can kind of usually find the reflex points, because it'll, it might make you jump, it might feel a bit tender, or it might, just make you feel really chilled, or just, you tend to notice it when you find it. So if you think you've got it, again, similar, you can either just massage, or you could press and hold it, or sometimes in reflexology we'll kind of like press it 3 times. So you might want to just like press on it a few times. So I've just pressed it a few times, and now I'm holding it. So this is the kidney point, and again it's quite a similar sort of effect. So in Chinese medicine, the kidney point is a big sort of storehouse for our energy. So if your kidney energy is depleted, it's depleted all your energy basically. So it's really important to keep your kidneys really well nourished, to keep up your qi, and so obviously this helps that. But again, this is also really good for stress and anxiety, because the kidney energy gets depleted through stress. So this is just a really good one for calming and grounding, as well as increasing energy levels. Oh, I feel really chilled now. So we're going to do the other side. So take that leg out straight, or if you're sat on a chair, back onto the ground. We'll bring this one up. So I'm just going to do some really nice circles with that foot. So this foot that I've just done feels really warm and like really nice. This one feels really cold, and my ankle's cracking, and my leg just feels like, oh, You've neglected me. Right, going to go the other way. A big circle. So mindful of what you're doing with your toes. Nice big circle. Just nice deep breathing. It's really difficult to like not let your ankle do it. To actually just relax and let your hands do the work. So I'm going to link my fingers with my toes now. So just linking in. A nice stretch for the toes. I'm going to do the same thing again. So doing some nice ankle rotations. And I'm like trying not to move my ankle with my ankle. Trying to move it with my hand, but it's really difficult. And if you have got a lot of tension in the ankles, if we change direction as well, you will find that you resist as well. Your ankle, you know, you'll be pushing with your hand, and your ankle's just like, no, I'm not. I'm going that way. I'm not going that way. I'm going that way. So, but massage is an amazing way of releasing tension from the ankles and from the feet. So yeah, so I'm just sort of holding my leg to keep my leg still, and I'm just trying to loosen up that ankle. I think we've done both ways, haven't we? So I'm going to do the fist, and I'm going to give my foot a really good massage. So again, like, yeah, you can do it into the arch of the foot. So obviously this helps to release tension from the muscles and the tendons in the foot. It's also, as you're doing your knuckles on your ball of your foot, you're pushing on all the pressure points as well. So from that perspective, you know, you're really like energizing your foot and also sending an energy into your body. And also amazing just for your circulation, so you'll be increasing the circulation in your feet as well, which again is obviously really good for your feet, and then in turn really good for the rest of your body. So I'm just doing my heel, just done all that, and then I'm going to like, yeah, kind of get my fist and run up. So I'm going to run up the inside of the foot a few times. So yeah, just if it doesn't feel comfy, like not everybody's comfy touching their feet, so I'm not forcing you to do it. And some people are really ticklish, but just do a pressure, or you know, whatever feels nice for you. So I'm going to run up the outside of the foot. Right on the outside edge. So sometimes, as well as you're massaging and you rubbing the foot, you might feel like sort of bumpy bits underneath, or like crystals, and these from a reflexology point of view, we'd say this is sort of like, yeah, a build up of tension and toxins and stuff like that. So it's good to kind of just, yeah, if you are feeling them, it's normal, and the massage just help to like kind of release them a bit as well. So we're going to do the bubble in spring point now. So we're going for the second and third toe in the middle. We're going to come down to the base of the ball of the foot. So the ball of the foot just coming to the bottom, and then we're just kind of having a little feel around just to see where we think it is, where you'll feel you're getting a bit more of a of a kind of like feeling relaxation, or maybe but hopefully not. So yeah, I feel like mine is quite in line with my middle toe on this foot, but you might find it slightly to the side or towards the second toe. So we're just holding that, so you can either press it a few times, or you can do a circle on it, or you can just like press it once and hold it. Breathe into it. And then we'll do the kidney point, so the kidney point right in the middle of the foot. Yeah, so we're going in this middle bit here, and we're kind of around there. So again, just try and find it. Don't worry if you're not spot on, because just massaging your feet is great anyway. But if you think you've got it, just like sort of hold or press a few times. So just holding it, breathe into it. Just being aware that this will have like be helping your chi and your circulation, and also as well as affecting your body, it will be affecting your mind as well. It's making me feel sleepy. Right, so reflexology is just, I've had a lot of people fall asleep when I do it, so yeah. So just like give your legs a little shake out, and now I'm feeling nice and sleepy and relaxed. Just going to do show you the last exercise, which is basically elevating the legs. So yeah, sort of in yoga, a lot of yogis would say that going upside down, doing inversions, so upside down every day is a really big part of their practice. So, you know, for some people that might be standing on the head every day. For some people, it might just be literally putting you know, just elevating the feet slightly. So, again, I want you to listen to your body. So it can be quite strong, bringing the feet up. If you don't feel comfy, we're going to do legs up the wall. So the back's going to stay down and the whole of the legs are going to come up. If you don't feel comfy doing that, you could just elevate the feet a little bit, just so they're just slightly off. You know, like put a few cushions or something if you don't want to bring them all the way up. But if you do feel comfy doing it, I'll just show you. I'm going to bring my camera just round here so you can see my wall and what I'm doing. Hopefully that's a good angle. So yeah, what I want you to do is get your mat up to the wall. You might want to have a blanket or a cushion under your head, and you might possibly want to put something under your lower back or your hips. So yeah, again, just make sure that you feel comfy. So what we're going to do is come onto our mats. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I've got my bum pretty much up to the wall here, and then I'm going to just turn round, and the legs are coming right up against the wall, so nice and relaxed. So I've got this under my head, which you don't have to do. If possible, get your bum, so like your bum's literally right up against the wall, and your legs are totally, yeah, so if you need to like push yourself right up, so your sit bones are against the wall, legs are right up, and yeah, this is like a relaxation pose, so just allowing yourself to relax in this one. So feet, probably hip width is good for your feet and your legs. Arms, you could either bring your hands onto your belly, just doing some nice deep breathing into your belly, or you could bring your arms out, which I like to do, to bring them out away from the body and turn my palms up. So I've got a bit of space in between my arms and my body, and that really helps to relax the upper back as well onto the ground, and it helps to open up the chest and relax the shoulders, which is quite important. Yeah, just make sure the rest of your body feels comfy, so the back of your neck and everything. If you need to draw your chin down a little bit, just to release tension from the back of your neck. And we're just like breathing into that. So, yeah, raising the feet really is really good for the circulation in the feet. And it's really good for just taking the pressure off the feet and giving the feet, and not just the feet, the legs and like the calves and everything, giving them a rest. But a great little sort of energy booster, really. So if you are feeling tired, or if you spend a lot of time on your feet during the day, or even if you don't, even if you're sat in at a desk, obviously your feet are down, they're below your heart, they're below the rest of your body, so it's really good just as an energy boost, just to elevate the feet. So it's kind of listening to your body how long you feel comfy doing it, but generally I'd say 5 minutes is cool. Some people want to do it longer. If you don't feel comfy doing it that long, then that's fine. But just, yeah, about 5 minutes is pretty cool. So just kind of like relaxing into that. So you can maybe, as you inhale, do some deep breathing into your belly. So sort of like feel your belly expand as you inhale. And then maybe just lengthen your exhale, so you're making your exhale longer than your inhale. So inhaling, we're creating space in the body. Exhaling, we're releasing tension from the body. So hopefully every exhale, you're going to feel as though your body is becoming more and more relaxed. You can maybe just like be aware of the back of your body, where it's in contact with the ground. And as you exhale, just kind of releasing the back of your body down onto the ground. So feeling as though you're starting to sink down into the ground. Same with your arms, just really allowing your arms to like become heavy and relaxed. And also, obviously, because we're working with the legs or lower legs and the feet, as you exhale, just kind of like breathing out tension, so you can kind of send it out through your legs and out through the soles of your feet. So just breathing any tension away, allowing the legs and the feet to feel nice and relaxed. So just be aware of any sensations as well. You might be feeling like sensations in your legs and your feet tingling, or feelings of kind of relaxation or even heat maybe, or cold. Just being aware of that. Just trying to breathe away any tension that you might be holding. So I think our feet get neglected like quite a lot, and the legs probably, because we kind of just take them for granted really, that they will carry us about everywhere where we need to go. So it's really nice just to give them a bit of loving care and just relaxation as well, take the pressure off. So just listening to your body, stay there as long as you feel comfy. Maybe if it's your first time doing it, just don't hold it for too long. Obviously come out slowly and see how you feel after. So to come out, we're going to like sort of bring the legs down and we're going to roll on over onto our sides. So we're coming out, rolling over onto our sides, so you can't really see my legs now. I'll just push up a bit. So I've just got the knees bent up like this, and I'm on my blanket, but if you needed to, you could bring your hand underneath. So just like taking a few deep breaths just to kind of come round. And then whenever you're ready to come back up, you can use your top hand and just like push it down onto the ground and push yourself back up to sitting. So that's a really really great one just to finish off with, and it's really good to do at the end of the day as well, end of a hard day. So hopefully they've been some good exercises and techniques just for increasing your circulation and making your feet feel great. I feel sleepy now, so I'm going to turn it off. Bye.